Covering the Africa Cup of Nations is the dream of almost every football journalist on the continent. But for young Gambian female photojournalist SARJO BALDEH, her first AFCON coverage was more than just a dream come true. A trailblazer at the continent flagship football event in Cote d'Ivoire, the 21-year-old caught the attention of the footballing world by capturing some of the most captivating moments of the tournament through her lenses. SARJO was one of 3 Gambian photojournalists accredited by the Confederation of African Football, but unlike her 2 older male counterparts who had previous AFCON experience, it was SARJO's first major tournament, and as tough as covering such international tournaments might be, she was always ready for the task. Seen here preparing for the pre-match press conference on the eve of the Gambia's final group game against Cameroon, SARJO ensures that her equipment are intact before leaving for the venue. Covering the AFCON was a roller coaster for SARJO, who began her photography journey at the age of 15.
I started photography in a summer program in Staffers International. Like I was 15. It was a summer program in my 9th grade. When after 9th grade you will have a long holidays. So there's a woman called Shelley that came from the US to teach some few students on photography. And after the summer program, I built interest in photography. And since Staffers is an educational program that empowers girls' education, and there are a lot of extracurricular activities that happen every single day, I became a student and at the same time a student photographer as well. I find it very interesting on how people can capture motion, because when it passes, you cannot bring it back. So how they capture the actions of the players, their emotions, whether they are happy, whether they are sad, the fans' emotion. I find it really interesting, and that was why I went in for it, and I started doing research about sports as well.
After some disappointing setbacks in the past, which saw her miss the 2023 AFCON Under-20 tournament in Egypt due to funding difficulties, SARJO was lucky to have her trip to Cote d'Ivoire sponsored by Fortune Football Club, where she is employed as the official photographer of the Gambian League One club.
I would say it is definitely a dream come true. It is actually the thing about not giving up and keep trying, because if I had given up on the failed attempts and said that I have not been supported, people are not recognizing my work, I would not be here today. But I didn't give up. I still keep applying and trying my best, and today it is the best feeling ever, I would say, and especially getting to be recognized internationally.
Not only did SARJO make headlines globally, but the young photographer is breaking barriers in a male-dominated area, much to the delight of even the Confederation of African Football, as she represents a major success story on women's participation in football.
Sports photography is a full-time male-dominated job, but if you are already into it, I think it is your skill, your passion, your hard work is what drives you. It is not like, because it's male-dominated job, you cannot do it. It's not like they cannot understand what you understand. So if you are already into it, I would say it's when you realize that it's not difficult if you have love for it. And it is really challenging too, because you will have to work double to be there in equal to the men out there that are doing sports, because they have more experience than you, they are more masculine, and they maybe understand the game more than you. You cannot challenge them. What you have to do is to partner with them. What you have to do is to ask them questions and learn from them.
But behind her astonishing achievements in the AFCON lies some challenges for the young lady, who lacks all the tools to take the best shots. She even has to rent camera lens for her AFCON coverage.
I don't have much equipment. I have this. This is mine. Yes. But the other long lens is not mine. I rented it to come here today.
And how much are you paying for it?
Per day is $1,000.
Per day is $1,000. Yes.
With the 34th edition of the Africa Cup of Nations going down as one of the most exciting tournaments in the competition's history, with blockbuster games that rock the footballing world, SARJO BALDEH's exploits of the pitch as one of the youngest female photographers, capturing some of the captivating moments of the epic tournament, will forever resonate in the folklore of African football. Mohamed S. Jallo, GR Sports.